guys, this video is going to be a review of the Warcraft movie, which I saw last week with my friend Jamie, and we did not do a review in the car on the way back, as I kind of wanted to, because he wasn't very comfortable with it, so that's okay. I will just do one on my own. So Warcraft is about the orcs and the humans from the world of Warcraft, you know, the RTS and MMORPG series. That's how this is the film of how this all started. Basically an adaptation of the original Warcraft game, Warcraft Orcs versus Humans, and this is 20 years after, so they're doing a bit more of a nuanced story version of it, whereas some bits of it in the original game were a lot more simplified to do gameplay and stuff, and you know, that sort of thing. I know the franchise really quite well, as Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3 were some of my big games that I played for a long time, and I did get to play a bit of WoW, but it was never really my thing so much, and I couldn't play it properly because my parents would not let me, because money. I've kept up with the lore as much as I can since, but I've been kind of disconnected from the story of late. So I felt that the way that they did Gul'Dan in the film worked quite well. It was an interesting take on the character. It was an interesting way of dealing with him as a character. I wasn't certain that they were going to do the killing off in this first film, because they're clearly setting up for more, but I was, you know, expecting it at some point. Basically, I wasn't sure how well they were going to do him, and I feel like they mostly did him justice. Conversely, our human protagonist, Lothar, I felt that Travis Fimmel, who played him, did him quite well, especially in the scene, spoiler, where his son died. But like there was a little something that didn't quite make him quite perfect for me. He was good, but I wouldn't say he was fantastic. And I think part of it was to do, superficially at least, with the beard. The beard works well for his role in Vikings, which I haven't actually seen, but I've seen pictures of, and it fits in well there. Whereas the way it looks in like the gleaming plate and everything that he was wearing in this film, it didn't feel like it fitted with the image he was trying to portray of the character. But that's just a small, superficial thing, really. He was pretty decent throughout most of the film. I felt that Garona was done quite well in this film, in some ways. They dropped the whole half-human side of her story that had been a thing until they included Draenei in the whole storyline and mucked around with timelines and stuff. So now they've actually got her properly in there, and I think that they've done not too badly with her. Though I have to say that I wasn't sure that they were going to do, again, the killing of the King Lane. I was thinking that they would save that for another film, and wow, they did that this time. Okay, that's a thing. I was expecting it to be a second film or something. But wait and see what happens in the next one. In other news about the eventual sequel, I'm very excited because there were these several orc characters who looked exactly like they did in the cinematics of the games. Grom, Kargath, there was other ones and I can't remember which ones off the top of my head, but there were at least those two, and I'm very excited to actually see them in the next one, even if they were only, you know, background roles in this one. I'm really excited to see them in the next film. Please make it more about them next time. I want to see Grom. I want to see Grom! So, in conclusion, I feel like this was a good start to an adaptation of the games. It did feel a lot like the games, but the only thing that I feel was missing, and I'm not sure that they can really have done better with this that easily, was exposition. They missed out a lot of exposition. So my friend Jamie, who is not as up on the lore as me, was questioning me about things in the film on the way home, and you know, it kind of was like, well, you know, this is how this all works. So I feel like they should have maybe put some more exposition in there. But it was a fairly solid adaptation in every other way, so I'm going to leave it at that. It was a pretty decent film. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and tell me in the comments below what you thought of the film and what you think of stuff to do with Warcraft in general. I would love to know what you think. If you click on the thumbnails down below, you can see other videos by me. I will see you next time, guys. Bye.